We got a big update, though, here today. This is a massive update. Some people may not like this very much. I like it, but I have concerns. So we'll leave it at that as the top level for it, and we'll go through some of the details of what this is and why I mentioned some of those things. There's going to be flying tanks. Oh, shit. Dude, if they got flying tanks, do we quit the game? Seriously, do we... If the hackers figure out how to fly tanks, is that finally the nail in the coffin that does this? Okay, let's start with this. Vanguard Season 2. Deploy war machines, bombers. Anti-air shooting the big-ass truck. Chemical factory. This actually looked kind of cool. The decontamination station. This is multiplayer. I'm fairly confident.
Close air support on the way.
The Nebula. Oh, that was actually a pretty big explosion. This was the zombie tease that they posted here. It's a GIF. There's like floating islands. The sky is red. This looks crazy, bro. But to my knowledge, the last zombies thing that they did, most people weren't that thrilled with it. The undead assault heats up. Yeah, this is all zombie stuff. Look at this riot shield. Are you kidding me? What the heck is this thing, bro? Oh, boy. There is a lot of good stuff. Actually, let's watch this one, too. This is the series Season 2 Story Cinematic. I didn't watch this yet.
Intel from the island disclosed Nazis hold up in the Alps, waiting out the storm with some weapon called Nebula. I couldn't let them use it, whatever it was. So I called in the cavalry and put together a team. When it came to scaling mountains and hard, cold Nazi killing, Task Force Yeti had mastered both. Come back with the Nebula.
Oh, not at all. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon. Ay caramba, baby. Dude, that skin, that might be, is that a new main bush? This is rated R. Oh, bro, this is devastating. The camo looks really good on it, but I don't know how well that bush would work in the green.
Bloody hell. Get in!
Okay. Very much story cinematic indeed. The video today was much better in terms of giving us a little details for this. So I want to break this down a little bit first. This was the other video that they released that was kind of tied in with the trailer cinematic. Now this makes a little bit more sense with some of the angles that they gave us, honestly. What do we think about the bombers, chat? I'm kind of skeptical with how these things are going to do. I'm scared. I don't even know if I'm skeptical. I'm scared of what the hell these things are going to do to the game. It's already been a pain point with the other planes because they're so good, but everybody hates them. Because here's the thing. I was pretty damn stoked about the initial planes. I really enjoyed actually flying them and playing them. But they were so good that it made it so you always needed to do it. And the fact that you would use them to the effect that you were using them, where it was like 10 kills before Zone 2, you had to use it because you couldn't get your loadout. Like, the way that it was built into the game just didn't really make a lot of sense to me. Armored transport. This is just going to be a heavy-ass truck. It's got guns on the side of it. Is this going to be like in a specific mode, like the last armored trucks, or is it going to be like is this just going to be always there? You'll get loot if you destroy it. So it is going to be an actual literal bot that you destroy and get loot from. Okay, I'll read some of the details of this. This is the same as the Fortnite bubble outside of Zone. More, probably closer to the point though, would be Apex Legends with their heat shields outside of the zone. Look at this. You put this down, and it gives you a bubble of protection when you're inside of the gas. Apparently, though, this does show up on the map to other people, so you can't just sit out there and stim glitch and heal and stay alive forever, although I wouldn't put it past the players of Call of Duty to figure out a way. Let's see what we got here, guys. Warzone Season 2. New features. Well, we don't need the summary because I already did the post of the key high-level summary. Let's get into some of the details here. Nebula 5 is meant to be larger-scale armament, but can be used for small arms, ammunitions, and bombs, both found in extremely small, quarantined around Caldera. Nebula 5 ammo is no stronger than regular bullets, but does have one major exception. When operators are down by them, they will emit a poisonous gas cloud. Anyone attempting to revive the operator or standing within a few feet of them will face similar complications to circle collapse exposure, coughing, blurred vision, and slight amount of damage over time, whether that be a player's health or their gas mask duration. I actually think this is a kind of cool integration. It still has that effect of getting stopping power where, you know, you pick up something, you could throw it into your gun, then pick up your trophy system, whatever, and keep running around with it. But stopping power was completely broken because it ruined the time to kill the game. It made it way too fast to actually damage and to kill players. It was way too fast, man. This is really just going to penalize people that are already knocked out and trying to get a reset. Now, this introduces us to the rarest item in Warzone. Well, one of the rarest items in Warzone. The Nebula 5 bomb. A locked briefcase full of deadly gas that has an explosive charge. Once activated and set down in front of an operator, will detonate after a fixed countdown and cannot be disarmed or destroyed. It is an initial explosion that deals a high amount of damage and has a small radius effect that gas spreads outwards on. So it has a gas that drops and it spreads outwards that will affect operators just as the zone does, and you need a gas mask for, which means you can still go in it. It's not like radiation, which we did see in the game that also pulled the gas mask down and had a very slow tick, which this, I guess, could have a slow tick, but this is looking like it's going to be a full speed tick off of it as well. The gas lingers for 2 minutes before ultimately dispersing and feeding onto the oncoming circle. This, as long as it is very rare, could be a kind of fun thing to do. I don't know. I mean, I get a lot of people maybe mad at this one. I don't know. I think that's kind of a cool idea. Giant bomb. You can use it as a deterrent. Lasts for 2 minutes. So, you know, it could be something that, I don't know. Maybe there's more problems with it, though. Now that I'm thinking about it. What if you're at end zone? What if you're in that zone 6? In the whole... You blow it up, and the whole entire map is just that. 2 minutes? OP. Because it would deny an entire area for a very long time. 2 minutes is yeah, it is a really long time. I just imagine the clip of this, though. Like, I want to get a clip of me blowing somebody up with a bomb. With a giant bomb that they can't avoid. Like, somebody who's camping inside of a building, I blow them up, gas them out. You can knock out an entire building with this. Despite its toxicity, Nebula 5 can also be temporarily dispersed. See, this is the counter to it. Here we go. So maybe this is actually going to be important to do. Do some recon missions, find out where the zone is, then put the bomb there. Ooh, big brain, Mitch. Big brain out here. It is a portable device that filtrates air for several seconds, protecting anyone inside from the circle collapse of the Nebula 5 gas. These devices impact all operator TAC maps, allowing everyone to see where they are currently activated, and they can be destroyed by explosives or ballistics. Okay, next big thing here is the armored transport trucks. These are here in paradise, as the Axis deployed multiple vehicles to carry Nebula 5 and its derivatives around Caldera. These unstoppable steel behemoths remotely roll on a set looping path. Bro, are these guys taking everything from PUBG? Isn't this exactly what they did on PUBG's same map, the island little tiny map that they have on there, where they got these armored trucks, so you just shoot them and they drop loot for you? Okay, let's see. These unstoppable steel behemoths remotely roll on a set looping path, attacking those within its immediate vicinity within 2 machine gun turrets. Okay, these guys got turrets. That's a one-up. Okay, they got one-upped, dude. Bro, literally like PUBG. And the blue zone. Yeah, they added the blue zone to this map. Remember that? Holy crap, I forgot about that, dude. Operators also need to avoid the mines it drops behind it, as well as the aerial support it calls in should it drop to low health. Upon destruction, the armored transport trucks will drop incredibly valuable items. In the rarest cases, an intact Nebula 5 bomb. There it is, guys. There it is. Aside from the massive stockpile in the Alps, Nebula 5 is located mostly in the factories and laboratories around Caldera and is heavily guarded by Axis forces. Chemical factory. This place looks sick. This area actually is already it's already pretty decent. I've had a couple games end in this area. This hillside up here was always really exposed over to this rooftop here. But this is actually going to make this compound a lot stronger to go into. Right now, this is not the strongest to go in because of some of the angles that you obviously have down on it. But taking off some of the rooftop access and having an interior here, I think is going to be a cool addition. The refinery between mines and docks that once produced phosphate has been repurposed and is now a newly constructed plant spewing out Nebula 5. I wonder if this damages you if you fly through it. I bet you it does. The newly named chemical factory had a similar layout to the location it replaced, but with several notable differences, including enemy soldiers who protect the facility and the trap that can be sprung in the central building? Wait a second, dude. They're adding AI to Warzone. There's several more interior spaces to explore. Across it, squads who infiltrate this highly lethal area will walk away with more valuable loot on average. Ooh. That's good to know as well. So you do get a reward for going there. So maybe it's not just bots that are going to go there. This is seeming... I kind of like this, man. Again, it's all just so much of me hoping that this actually works. Just, again, Call of Duty, just please, if you could, please make this work upon the launch. Let's be real. Stim glitching's coming back. Let's just be ready for that. Cool. Nebula 5 isn't the only new feature coming to Warzone as operators take to the skies with the new bomber plane. This is where... and the redeploy balloons. We haven't even talked about that yet. That's actually probably my favorite part of some of this. Although, these bunkers have got me pretty hyped now that I know about these. I'm pretty hyped about this. The bunkers and the AI at those locations, as well as the AI here, has got me really excited, dude. Because especially some of the mid-game, you fall asleep while you're waiting in Zone 3 and 4. You know, you can just go take a nap because there's no action anywhere. Maybe you could rotate to one of these. Gives you more to do in some of the mid-game, especially because they don't put enough contracts on these maps anyways. Okay. Nebula 5 isn't the only new feature. Okay, bomber planes, baby. Look at these bad boys. These look sick, though. Am I right? The second aerial vehicle in Vanguard modes in Warzone. The bomber is a formidable air-to-ground striker. Oh, let me tell you what. The other one's even better at air-to-ground. I can almost guarantee you. You know, that thing's pretty crazy. Bombers also can destroy loadout drops, which will fundamentally change how operators approach these powerful sources of weapons. Here's the thing, guys. If you were in my lobby, do you think that you're going to be able to bomb my loadout before I pick it up? Really? While this new aircraft can shatter air-ground guns and destroy ground-level threats, this may meet your match when confronting the fighter plane, which continues to be available in Vanguard Royale. Alternatively, drop into stationary or truck-mounted AA guns and bring these into airborne behemoths and take them out. So maybe the regular plane is going to be better at destroying this one, and this one is the good ground to air. Like, maybe they nerf the other one enough to where it no longer makes sense to go and try and take it out. That would be a good balance shift for the game, actually. That would be a good balance shift to where, okay, if you want to counter this bomber that's going overhead, go get another plane and try and take it out. Thank you. That's what I like to hear. Furthermore, players can expect to see health. This is the big thing right here, guys. Furthermore, players can expect to see health decreases to both planes as part of this update. They haven't even released the plane, and they're already saying they're nerfing it. That's great. Making them easier to shoot down should they pose a threat to you and your squad. Because right now, dude, you're not doing anything to those planes. This is the cooler one, though, the redeploy balloon. This is, like, I think this is probably one of the coolest things about the update. I love this in Apex Legends. By all means, steal it from them, guys. Just do it. Enjoy it. Improve it. Make it better than what they're doing. Shown on the TAC map as a blimp icon, the redeploy balloon is a ticket backed. It is a ticket back into the skies to reposition thousands of meters away. That is crazy. There's no way. That would be across the whole map. 1,000 meters is like half the entire map. So if you're going thousands, that's a massive distance. That's like the whole map. That seems like that's too much, right? Like, ping something 1,000 meters away on the map. It is half the map. Oh, come on. Planes or weaponry can destroy the redeploy balloon, and once the balloon is deflated, operators can spend a few $100 to reinflate it. Wait, that's actually sick. Right? Hold on. Because let's say a team is going up the zipline, rather than trying to shoot them on the zipline as they're going up, which is probably what I would do. If it's easy enough, you could just hit you could just hit the top of the balloon and then pop it and then have them fall back down. But probably it'd be better to just hit them with I would probably still beam directly at them, no? You know what? We're going to have to get even more cracked with the SPR to shoot all these people out of the air. Anything else cool that I missed, guys? New weapon. In-season SMG. Very high rate of fire. Effective short, medium range. Who would have thought? A submachine gun, short, medium range. That's pretty much it. Wait a second, dude. They're adding AI to Warzone. This is seeming... I kind of like this, man. If you could, please make this work upon the line. Let's be real. Stim glitching's coming back. Let's just be ready for that.